Alright, good morning, everyone. We have a lot of things to chat about, but let's look at NASDAQ first. Right at all time highs, no surprise. Yesterday, we ended up getting above this 3 hour supply zone. It ran up quite a bit, yeah, above all time highs. Then it went back to retest this area, and of course, we bounced off of it. So, obviously, it's pretty bullish. So, I mean, obviously, I'll be looking for longs, but if a short opportunity presents itself, then I don't mind taking it. We'll see that. I definitely want to take longs if it remains pretty bullish. We have this 3 hour demand zone. That could be a good area to take a trade from. Eh, it's kind of far away though, so I don't think we'll get down there unless it's like really volatile. But we'll see. We'll see. What else is there? We still have this gap all the way down here. That could also be a good area for the market to come down to. I mean, I don't think it'd come down today, but eventually maybe. We have a 1 hour zone here. Let's see. I definitely want to find a zone that is closer to price. That would be good. 45-minute zone. Could you do a 1K to 10K challenge? I mean, I definitely could, but I'd rather do like a 3K and then 3K account and then just trade that. I mean, I could make a challenge, but making a live account a challenge, I would say it's like not that smart of an idea. I would make a challenge out of a prop firm account though. But with a live account, I'd be thinking more long term on it. Hello, do you remember me? Yes, we were chatting yesterday. Pretty sure. After I journal, I'm gonna chat about Apex. I don't know if you guys know, but they recently just came out with their live account information, and it's pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's horrible, but it is really different. It's something new. I've never seen a prop firm come out with these rules on a live account. I don't know 100% like all the rules, so that's what I want to check on stream today. And I don't know, just kind of give my opinion on it. So I'm not sure what I think about it yet, because I don't know like all the details. But I did see some interesting things. Alright, don't see any more zones either. Let's see what we have. I would have wanted a zone right at all-time highs, but there's nothing up there. We are 130 points from all-time highs. Not too far away, honestly. We could get up there pretty easily if the market stays bullish. Oh, hey, babe.
Sorry, I'm just bringing Leo's food.
Oh, Leo's eating up. Leo's eating up here. Okay.
Sorry, gotta get back to work.
Something new. Oh, you can't even see him. He's not even eating. Damn, this dog is picky. Yeah, we'll see. Um, I did have this 30-minute zone down here, which we're at right now. We're breaking past it, so I don't think I'll take a trade from that. So honestly, it looks like the only trade I'd really take so far is off of this 30-minute zone. So I'm hoping the market opens up, sells off a bit, taps this 30-minute zone, and then I either take a buy or sell from there. Let's see though. That's Nasdaq though. There's really not much. We got London lows. I mean, that could be a good target. Okay, cool. The daily time frame. We have this daily demand zone down here. Damn, this daily zone was such a good zone to take a trade from. And I'm pretty sure I never ended up marking out this zone, so I didn't take this buy. Let me see. Replay. Yeah. Because it happened around New York Open. Oh, but it happened at 10:20. Maybe I wouldn't have taken that. It happened a bit late. But I mean, it was the bottom. Okay, cool. Alright, that was just random. Um, let's see. Do we have any high impact news today? Oh, there's a sell off. I think this will get down to the 200s. Hopefully, it gets around that area around 9:30 though. So hopefully it it slows down. Okay, market edge. Nasdaq leans higher as AI capex boom offsets looming U.S. data. Slightly bullish bias. Cool. Let's see the news. Any high impact news today? Also, can you guys hear the fan? I have a fan like right next to me. So I just came back from a walk. Okay, what day is it? 27th, Wednesday. Okay, yeah. This is low impact. It says we had high impact news at 8:15, which explains this pump here that happened around 8:15. Crazy spike. And I don't see anything else that's high impact. Trump tracker is pretty low, nothing to worry about. Okay, cool. Um let's look at US 30. This is what I had for yesterday's analysis. The only trade I really would have taken, which I didn't take, but looking at it now, it was a really good play, was off of this 5-minute supply zone right at market open. Or, sorry, before the market opened, we had this 5-minute supply zone. Actually, right as the market, let me go on the 1-minute time frame. Right as the market opened, we tapped the 5-minute zone, sold off, filled the gap, came back, retested the supply zone, then sold off for the rest of the day. Where are we at right now? Okay, yeah, we're basically back at the same area. Let's look at the daily, see if there's anything. Nothing much. I mean, we're at all-time highs. 4 hour. Hold up. Let me drink water. I walked to a Starbucks, drank coffee, and I haven't hydrated. Huh? Yeah, we got 10,000 steps before the market opened. Love life. I got 3 of 2K each. All I need is 400. 1,200 easily. Yeah, that looks pretty good. The best way to hack the trading system and be successful is copy trading. I agree with that. I agree with that. Especially in the beginning. Like, I mean, that's how I got my first 10K month, was by copy trading. If it wasn't for copy trading, I would not be Lonnie Trades. Crazy. And it's cool too because I feel like before, copy trading wasn't really much of a thing. Now though, I feel like I always say this too. We're at a golden age of prop firms. You can copy trade multiple prop firms, or even with one prop firm, you can copy trade, 5 accounts or 20 if you want to go with Apex, which we'll chat about after I finish this here. Let's see. We got this 1 hour zone. Damn, NQ's about to sell off to the 200s. I'm hoping we get down there by 9:30. Okay. Your mic went low. See, I don't know why. I'm looking to a new mic. Let me kiss the mic. Let me bring it closer. Let's see. Damn, don't see much. US 30, man. She's been on a roll. A bad one. For me, at least. Like, she's been predictable. US 30 has been predictable, but I don't know. It's been kind of hard for me to scalp because I don't have zones. Okay, I mean, this is an alright 15-minute demand zone, which we are at right now. Okay. You gotta increase to gain the mic filter on OBS. Yeah, it's all the way up. I think it's the mic. I mean, it's a pretty cheap mic. And it's old. Very old. Yeah, how old is this? It's probably like 2-3 years. Maybe 4. 10-minute. Yeah, I don't think I'll trade US 30 today. I just don't have any zones close to it. Close to price. Okay, I mean, this could be a tiny 5-minute zone, which we've bounced off of before right here. That could be a good trade. It's just far away. How far away is this 1 hour zone? Okay, there the dogs go. They've clocked in. The dogs have clocked in. They are on duty. Jeez. Okay, yeah, I don't see. I mean, maybe on US 30 I could take a trade off of this 1 hour zone, which is around 120 points away. So we could get down there once the market opens up. And that could be a possible trade. I do like this area as well. Let me zoom out. We've bounced off of this area a couple times. This area's also been resistance before, so it's definitely a good area of interest, whether it's for buying or selling. Anyways, that's it for the analysis. There's really not much to analyze up here. I have been looking at this. Where is it? Okay, not that. VWAP, upper band and lower band, which I usually don't use, but I've been looking at it recently. Not for entries or anything. I don't use VWAP for entries, but I always just kind of have it as confluence. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I know you guys blessed me. Let's look at what's his name? Nutty Bar Trading on Twitter. He posted the Apex rules. .com. Let's see if I find it. Let me just search him up. I'm pretty sure someone else posted this, but someone just sent in the Discord. So this is what I was looking at. Okay. So this is the Apex Live Trader program. It looks like there's a couple levels to it, and level 1 you start off with one account, and the account has $3,000 in drawdown. You don't have any daily loss limit. It says you can trade with 10 contracts, but that's I think that's only if you have over $10,000 in profit, because for a live account you need margin, like you need to actually pay for the contracts, and usually it's $1,000 per contract, per NQ contract. So I'm not sure how accurate this is here. I'm pretty sure at a 3K drawdown, if you have a 3K live account, you can only trade 2 to 3 contracts. So I think this 10 contract thing is misleading, unless you could actually trade with 10 contracts at a 3K drawdown. You don't have any scaling, which is good. You can slap on a bunch of contracts. And then it says at a $4,500 profit, a second live account is added. Keep doing this for each live account until a maximum of 5 live accounts is reached. So this is new here. I don't think there's been a prop firm that allows you to have 5 live accounts. I have heard of prop firms allowing you to have 3 live accounts. I'm not sure how it is with Lucid, but to me this is new. 5 live account. That sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that kind of sounds like, not Top Step, but with Top Step you can make a lot of money, and with Lucid as well, because you can have 5 accounts. So I would say this is good. The 5 accounts is really cool. I'm not gonna lie. Level 2, achieve this level once you have a 10 to 25k balance per account, and then you can trade up to 25 minis. So again, I think you can only trade up to 25 minis if you have a 25k balance. So you can't trade 25 minis on a 10k account. That's just impossible. Or I think it is. You do have a 5k daily loss limit, which, let's do some math really quick, because just for me, I want to get an idea. If I'm trading with 25 minis, 25 times. So if I'm trading with 25 contracts, every tick is going to be $125. So 5,000 divided by 125. Okay, so just to give you an idea, if you're trading with 25 minis, which just sounds insane, 40 ticks. So let me put this into perspective here. Let's do 40 ticks on the screen right now. That's 40 ticks, boom. Or 10 points with 25 contracts is $5,000. So realistically, you're not going to be trading 25 contracts unless you're like really tight with your trades. Not a lot of people are. But that's good. I mean, you have a lot of leverage. Achieve level 3. Achieve this level once you have 25 to 50k balance per account, and then you can trade up to 30 minis with a 10k drawdown, so that's a bit better. Customize. Okay, this is level 4. You get a customized portfolio and risk capital available. The risk manager will make an offer, or you can stay in level 3 if you want to. Okay, so that's cool. I mean, who knows, right? This, it looks like they're making it seem like the sky's the limit here. I mean, you can go pretty high up. That's what it seems like, which is really cool because you'll have 5 accounts. Anyways, I think this is really cool. Now let's see the payout details. This is what really like interested me, of course. So it says you can withdraw anything above the $3,000 safety net. There's no consistency, no minimum days traded, and no minimum profit per day. So yeah, this sounds like a daily payout type of thing, right? Because that's what it is. No minimum days, no minimum profit per day. So yeah, that sounds like a daily payout thing, which is cool. Minimum request equals $500. There's no maximum, so your payouts aren't capped. That's pretty cool as well. The bonus vault, this was also interesting. Once you get moved to live, your Sims profit balance is transferred to this vault. On any payout request, you will get a 20% bonus withdrawn from your vault. 20% so what is that 20% bonus on? I think the 20% bonus is, it comes from your payout. I think I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to double check that. But let's say you got like a $3,000 payout times 20%, $600. Okay, I mean, it'll add up, right? Any payout request on the first month will receive a double bonus vault. Okay, interesting. For example, request a 5k payout in the first 30 days, and you will get a 5k bonus from your vault for a total of 10k. Okay, cool. If you blow your live account, you don't automatically forfeit. You don't automatically get rid of your bonus vault. You get up to 3 chances in a live account. More details on this to come. Okay, and then Nutty Bar put his thoughts here, which I do want to read out loud, because I think this is pretty decent. I mean, it's clearly something new we've never seen before. What do you guys think about it? Let's see what you guys think about it. That bonus vault has saved this live program. Yes, I agree. I think the live program is pretty good. I think also having up to 5 live accounts is also pretty good. Like for me, it's like, it's really only worth it to go live if you could copy trade, right? Like with Top Step, you can only have 1 live account. So once you get moved to live with Top Step, it's like, damn, like that sucks. But with this one, I mean, you kind of got a chance to build up to it, which is cool. Whoever trades with 25 minutes is a serial killer. Yeah. I mean, you have to have a lot of drawdown for that. You have to have a huge account for that. Because, yeah, like I said, if you're trading 25 minis, a 10-point stop loss is $5,000. That's crazy, right? Especially if your daily loss limit is 5,000 at level 2. Okay, let's see what Nutty Bar said. He said, my thoughts, a big improvement from the initial live program, which, mind you, like the initial live program did not have any information on it. I don't think anyone did. So this is honestly pretty good that we have some type of info on it. being able to scale into 5 live accounts with access up to 50 to 150 contracts, crazy leverage. Daily payouts with no consistency are great. I agree with that. That's like what you want on a live account. That is what a live account is, right? With a live account, you make $1,000, it's your money. So I do like that as well. Plus the 90-10 split, that's good as well. I mean, some prop firms, their split is like 70-30 on live accounts. So I think that's pretty good. I do agree with what he said here. The days of getting a huge $1 million payout in the sim environment are over. Like, now that they have this live trader program and they actually know what it is, they're going to move a lot of people to live. That's just how it's going to be. If you want to make millions, this is how you do it. What is the benefit of going live? Leverage access to your sim profits. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. I don't think this is horrible. I mean, it's not for everyone for sure. But, like, I honestly love this. Like, I want to work up to this level. This actually makes me want to trade the Apex. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is such a good, for me at least, it's like a long-term type of goal. Because imagine, like, if you have 5 live accounts with 3K drawdown each at least. Bro, you just need, like, literally make $500 in one day. Fucking request it later, a couple hours later. Because you could. It has daily payouts. And your minimum request is 500. And you're not capped. I don't know. I really like this. I really do. And I'm not saying that because I'm an affiliate. I'm saying it because I actually like it. What time is it? We got 2 minutes. Like, now I'm actually willing to trade with Apex. That's what I was waiting for. That's why I wasn't trading with Apex ever since I blew my last batch of accounts, because I didn't know the clear path to live. I didn't know if it was worth it to go live. Now though, I do think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it to have 20 accounts. Honestly, I don't. But I do think it's worth it to have like 5 or 10 accounts. Right? If you have 5 or 10 accounts, you know, the profit that you make across those accounts could go to the vault, which eventually you could request with the daily payouts. I don't know, I really like it. I would trade the Apex, but I just can't deal with their support team. Been waiting on a response for 6 weeks. Alright. 6 weeks is crazy. I would try to contact them again. And also, yeah, I'd try again because they just got a new support team. Are you directly jumped in feature? I don't know what you mean by that. Anyways, the market's about to open up here in 20 seconds. I'm mainly looking at NASDAQ here. Wow, I'm dehydrated. Alright, here's... Okay, that's not the open. Here's the open here. Boom. Oh, wow. Damn, this bought to sell off down to 120. Damn. Unless they retest. If it retests the zone, then I'd be willing to jump on the short. But if it doesn't retest, then I'll have to wait for it to tap 30,090 all the way down here. Yeah, this is gonna sell off. Damn, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, there's no way I could have really caught this unless I placed a trade right before market open, which I usually don't do. The only way I'd get in a short is if we retest all the way up here at 170, 173. Oh, which we might. and then it comes back down, then I'd get in it. Or even if it retests VWAP, that could be a good retest as well. Mm-mm. We just barely missed the zone there. I'm fine if it sells off, because right down here I have a 3-hour demand zone. US 30 looks like it bounced from this 15-minute demand zone right off the 50% line. Yeah, there's no way I could. The only way I would have caught this long is only if I entered pre-market, which again, like, I don't do. Let's see. See, it looks like a crazy candle. I mean, it is, but I would say it's only really a crazy candle if it like continues to sell off or something. Which it definitely might. And then look at US 30 going all the way up. It throws me off because in the beginning of the year, NASDAQ and US 30 were so aligned that, I don't know, it was easier for me to be like, oh, okay, like, you know, US 30 is doing this, so NASDAQ might follow. Or like vice versa. But now it's like, no. It's like completely different. Okay, it's struggling to continue to go down. So if it does retest 173, now I want to see the price action up there. Or yeah, if it retests VWAP as well. I'm gonna check if Apex still has their sale, cause I would actually, I'd get that. I would actually want to start working towards the live account program. I actually think it's worth it. I'm not gonna lie. I do hope that they do like. Sorry, I was reading the email. I do hope that Apex comes out with like live trader certificates, like with Tradeify. Like the live trader certificates, they're not better, they're nice. Yeah. Did you say yesterday Apex Live wasn't worth it for you? I probably did. But mind you, like yesterday I didn't know the live trader program details. Now that I do, which is what I just went over, and I do think it's worth it. Cause mind you, like before they came out with the info about live trader program, there wasn't any detail about it. Like people are just getting moved to live with no idea what's going on, which is why I stopped trading with them for a while. Not even for a while, just like a couple weeks. Yeah, here's the sell off. Damn, we never really got a retest of the zone, which is fine. Now we're gonna. Wow, I'm stuttering. Wow. Now we're gonna be at this 3-hour demand zone, which we could bounce off from, or we could keep selling off. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'll trade US 30. It's just there's no zones for me to trade unless it comes back down to 580 or all the way up to the 900s. Which I don't know. I feel like recently US 30 has been low volume during New York Open. Okay, here we are at the zone. Yeah, I won't take a long on this unless it gets above like 110. If it closes below 0.76, obviously I'd short it. But I'd want to see a retest. That's the thing. Yeah, we're breaking past the 75. Also, right below this 3 hour zone, we have a bunch of demand zones, which is why I'm not trying to like FOMO into the shorts so quick unless I really get like a good retest. So if this closes strong, I don't know, I'd want to see it come back, retest this, then go back down. So let's see. Okay, this is gonna be a 5 minute candle close. I don't know, I'd be thinking long if it gets above 97. Or, I mean, honestly, even right now. But I want to see how it closes. Okay. I mean, it closed below. So if it breaks this low, then I'm planning on going short. Alright, I'm gonna short here. Tight stop loss at 78. Damn, in order for this to hit, like, it really has to stay bearish. Which it might struggle to because we have a bunch of demand on our way to TP. Alright, I'm gonna go break even here. This is about a 1-to-1 here. We're also about to tap a 45-minute demand zone. So like I said, like the selling pressure really has to remain for this to hit TP2. Yeah, I got stopped out break even. Not surprised. This is kind of gonna be tough because there's just demand zone stacked. We got 2 more minutes for the 15-minute candle. So I'm definitely gonna be paying attention to how that closes. I would say though, this is a really good market open. Probably the best one out of the week when it comes to volume. And then like that's the thing, I was planning to take a trade around this 30-minute zone, but that shit happened way too quick and then this shit sold off to TP2. Okay, cool. Yeah, damn. That sucks. Okay, okay. Wow. No, that really sucks. I'm not gonna lie, that hurts. Cause then it's like I don't even want to FOMO into the short. Unless it retests, which that's where I got stopped out on the retest of the zone. Jesus. Alright, this is gonna be the 15-minute candle. We might see a pullback, for the 15-minute wick. Or we might see it even dump even more. Which I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to the 900s. There we go. US 30, like it's just like yesterday. Like I don't even think US 30 knows it's open. Okay. Anyways, that's like retesting these zones. Yeah. In order for me to stay bearish, like it has to stay below 0.75. $15-minute candle is huge though, which is good. There's good volume, which I love. Here it retested. That was a good retest. Let's see how it closes though. Alright, I'm in another short here. I like how I retested these zones up here, and it ended up getting below this tiny 1 minute demand zone. The stop loss is just tight because there's so much volume. TP2 is around this 30-minute demand zone, which honestly I think it should be pretty easy to hit. Tacho, bro. Alright, I got stopped out. Yeah, this shit is gonna be hard with this volume. Yeah, I'm gonna need to chill out before I take my last trade. Cause yeah, there's just there's two good volumes to like end up red today. So I definitely want to be picky with the next trade. Damn, breaking even sucks. If we zoom out on this area, let me clear this out. We've bounced off of this area before, and it's been resistance before. What the heck? Trying to see if this is just a pullback or if we're just gonna completely reverse. I'm gonna take a buy if it gets above 60. Okay, I'm gonna buy here. This is definitely my last trade. The main reason I took a buy is because this 1 hour supplies on here, which the cells did come off from. So obviously, like, this area is definitely an area of interest because it sold off from there. But the fact that we got back above this area makes me feel like we could just recover this whole sell off. Plus, if we zoom out, like on the 15-minute time frame, this area which we tapped into down here, we've bounced off from before, and it's been resistance before. So resistance turning into support. That's why I took the long. Obviously, this could keep selling off. Like, that was an aggressive sell off. Okay, which I just took a loss. Okay, wow. So I'm done. So I'm not even gonna bother. That sucks. It sucks because the first trade played out perfectly, but of course I got wicked out. Oh my god. Oh. See, this is why I, like, have a love-hate relationship with break even, cuz it's like breaking even doesn't even make sense sometimes. That's the thing. And then also, not to make an excuse, but like, I don't know if you guys saw it. I switched time frames from, like, I think it was like the 5 minute to the 1 minute, and then a 1 minute candle ended up disappearing. I don't know why on fucking Trading View, and I saw on Trade View, I was like, whoa, like I should have already been short, because this candle here, this 939 candle was not even there. Jesus. Mm. Yeah, this sucks. I have no words. And of course, like, literally both of the losses were perfect entries for the opposite direction. Jesus. This long down here, I would not have taken unless it actually tapped 920. Then I would have been like, that's a perfect long. And then this short here, I wasn't even really looking at it because of this supply zone here. But maybe I should have been looking at it because it is a 3 hour zone. And yeah, this would have hit TP2. Damn. This sucks. It does. Well, I mean, it's only Wednesday. I'm honestly hoping. I'm hoping this volume's like this for the rest of the week. Last time the volume was like this, it was only one time out of the week. Honestly, I'm hoping this continues though. Whether it's for buying or selling, like, this is the best volume we've seen this whole week. And sometimes that's good, sometimes it's bad. Yeah, that first trade, it makes me think about breaking even, because it's like if I didn't break even, it would have hit TP2, maybe even TP4. Yeah, TP4. Which realistically, I would have just closed out. I don't wanted to, but ugh, literally got wicked out. And like that was the A plus setup. But honestly, the A plus setup could have happened in the beginning if we just had a better retest. And then technically, I could have taken this short here, like how I did yesterday. But even if I did, I would have gotten wicked out again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to journal this later because I do want to see if the longs end up continuing and recover this whole leg down. Which, I mean, the longs might come in after we chop around down here. Or now. Yeah. Bro, I don't even know what to say. I'm honestly just thinking about that first trade. Like, how I could have maybe let it breathe, but it's like I usually just break even. And then it's like when I don't break even, I take the loss. But now I know for next time, like, if the trade makes so much sense and the stop loss, that's the thing as well. Like, this stop loss made so much sense. If we ended up getting above my stop loss, then I probably would have switched to bullish. The break even stop was just because it's a break even. Like, the stop loss doesn't even make sense. It's just kind of to manage risk. But it's like, when you put a stop loss down, it's like, okay, I'm put this stop loss here because if I get stopped, then I think it's gonna go in the opposite direction. Like, that's what my stop losses are. And then when you go break even, it's like, yeah, this stop loss is just there. Like, the stop loss isn't really saying anything except managing risk, you know? It's not like, oh, the stop loss, if I get stopped break even, then I think it's gonna completely reverse. For some cases, yes, but in this case, like, that was not the case. Yeah. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I'm gonna journal this loss later because I do think this is pretty bullish now. Especially if it ends up getting above VWAP. Then it's like, Fucking all-time highs again. Anyways, I'm gonna take a step away from the markets before I crash out, you know? It's just a Wednesday. uh, it sucks. It does. What's and then US 30, it's like, oh my god. I don't even know what I would have taken on US 30. I don't know. I wouldn't even have taken the bounce off of VWAP. Like, there's nothing to take on US 30. Nasdaq is where it's at, and like I dead ass missed pretty bad. The first trade was the best one. Yeah. And then with this second trade, what I was thinking was, okay, this was the retest up here. We retested this area. So I was like, yeah, it's gonna sell off to the next zone. And we didn't, and I got stopped out. And I was like, okay, this shit is flipping bullish. It's about to get up above from this area that we sold off from, right over here. So that's why I went buys. That is sold off. But if I wasn't looking at this area here, I would have taken a short right here. But I wasn't looking at it in that way. But I'm glad I could see like what I could have done differently for sure. That's just what I gotta tell myself. Not, you should have done this, you could have done that. Just what can you do next time to like kind of avoid the same mistake? Yeah. Bro, it makes me not want to break even anymore unless it makes sense. I think I'll have to start doing that again. Only breaking even like unless you think it could actually bounce from a certain area. Yeah. Alright, but I'm gonna call it a day before I drive myself crazy. I think it was a really decent day. I do. Just because I lost doesn't mean I think it was a bad day. I think when it comes to the markets, there is a lot of opportunity to short it the first 15 minutes. Like the best opportunities 90% of the time come from the first 15 minutes. And if you look at my winning stats, like that's where most of the wins are, the first 15 minutes. And then yeah, like it just the timing, the stop loss. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna come back to the charts in like an hour or two and see how the market plays out. See what I could have done better from like a different perspective, from a calmer mindset, and then just jot down like, what could I have taken? Or what could I have not taken? Right? I would say the worst trade was a short at the bottom. Yeah. Damn, that sucks. So I lost 530 across all accounts, 517. Which my daily loss limit is like 500, 600. So it's definitely best for me to stop. I would say the best thing would be like next time I get a winner and I think it could hit like a 1 to 3, let that shit play out. Really like milk out the winners. I think that's what really keeps you in the game. with like funded accounts. Are you doing Apex eval or funded? I currently don't have any fundeds with Apex. I'm pretty sure. So I'd have to do evals. But if I do evals with Apex, I do like batches of 5, not 20 like how I usually do. I right now I don't think it's worth it to do 20 accounts with Apex. I think it'd be worth it to do like 5 to 10, right? Or 1 to 10. But I would say like 5 is good enough. And then with Apex, it's crazy because before, like, you would be thinking so short term with it. You would just be thinking, get the payout and that's it. But now that they have their live trader program, and you can see you can have 5 accounts with them pretty easily, I would say. And you can get paid out from your sim funded profit. I do think it's worth it just not to have 20 accounts with Apex. So yeah, I would say like that's what's next, honestly. Try to get funded with Apex. Maybe 5 accounts, that's it. Try to get moved to live and then do that shit long term. Cuz I would say like 5 live accounts with Apex, that'd be pretty good income. You have daily payouts. No consistency rule. They add leverage to it. Let me do some math really quick. So it'd be times 5. Yeah, like, so your live account start off, what am I saying? Your live account, it starts off with a $3,000 balance. The minimum payout is 500, and you can request whatever is above 3,000. Like, you don't need, to be a specific buffer. Whatever profit you make, technically you could take it if it's above 500. So let's just say you have 5 live accounts. Eventually, once you make $500 and you request 500 from each account almost every day, like, that's an easy 2,500 per day. And that shit adds up. Or like, right, let's say you wanted a 10K payout. Then you'd only need $2,000 in profit, which could be really easy if you could trade a mini. Yeah, I think that's a really good path, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing I wish Apex did was kind of clear out, like, what it takes to get to live. Because right now it seems pretty random. Like, it just kind of seems like if you've gotten a lot of payouts with Apex, or like a decent amount, then once your accounts have profit, you're gonna get moved to live. That's what it seems like right now. If it's like your first if it's like your first time getting funded, getting a payout, I don't think you'd get moved to live quickly unless you have like a lot of profit on your account right off the bat. That's just what I wish they cleared up. Which I could ask, now that I think about it. I could ask them, like, what is the exact path to go to live? No journal today. No, I will journal. But that's the thing. I want to journal from a better, calmer mindset. That way I could spot out, like, what exactly I could have done better. Right now, like, I have a couple things I could say, but I'm pretty biased right now, because I'm kind of upset I took the loss. So I'd rather be, like, more calmer later and then journal. Because you might see exactly, like, your mistake. It'd be easier for you to learn from it. I mean, but nothing. I could recap the trade. Like, I was very bearish right off the bat after we got this 30-minute, below this 30-minute zone, which I was planning to short if the market retested it. So if this wick here retested the zone, literally a couple ticks off, then maybe I would have been like, okay, boom, we retested the zone and rejected it, most likely taking a short. Then I was like, damn, no retest is most likely gonna sell off all the way down to the zone down here. So once we got down to the zone, this 3-hour demand zone, I was trying to see if we bounced from it or got below it. We ended up closing below it, so I took the short, aimed for a 122. It literally got stopped. I hit a 1-to-1 very quickly. There's a lot of volume, so I broke even. I was like, okay, boom. And then it went to TP. I was like, damn, okay, boom. Damn. That shit hurt. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it just sunk to TP2 in one candle. So then I was like, okay, I'm very bearish still. We got below all of these zones. We're most likely gonna go down to the next zone. Next demand zone, which is down here at 920. Obviously, we didn't do that. I thought we were gonna go lower, especially because we retested this area here. So I was like, okay, yeah, that was the retest. Boom, let's hit TP2. No, that didn't happen. I knew it was not the best trade as well, because if you zoom out on the 15, you could see we clearly bounced off of this area with support and resistance, right? Like, it was resistance, broke through it, turned into support. So once I saw that and I saw the market pumping, I was like, okay, let me wait for it to get above the area that we retested earlier and sold off from. If we get above that, we're gonna stay bullish. And then I got stopped out again. I was like, okay, I'm getting chopped after like almost hitting TP2 basically. And then that was it. I was like, okay, I'm donezo. Like, I got chopped up. It's not even a choppy market either, which is upsetting. Like, this is actually a decent market. Like I said, it's probably the best day out of the week so far. Tough day. Damn. If this doesn't drop already, I'm gonna crash out. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is what tricks you with NQ. And this happens a lot. It happens a lot. Like, the first 15-minute candle forms, and it forms out very strong. The volume's great, first 15 minutes. And then after the 15 minutes, you start to see it slow down. Or even sometimes it completely reverses. And honestly, like, I don't know, I feel like that's just been recently. I feel like it's been a long time where I see like a really good trending day. Maybe yesterday was a good trending day, but like, let's look at it. But yeah, it was very choppy, like, oof. At least on the 1 minute. But yeah, with NQ, I feel like it just kind of, it does, obviously it plays mind games, but it's like, when you see the first 15 minutes being beautiful, you expect more breakouts, or you expect like better continuations, and you don't get it. You don't. This happens a lot. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to chop up for the rest of the day. I mean, obviously I hope it doesn't happen, but it most likely will. The only trade New York session. I lose my accounts on pre-Asian and Asian session. I work during New York session, but today I'm off. So yeah, honestly, I do only trade during New York session. But if I was like you, where most days I couldn't, then I would try to consistently trade Asia session, which you could. A lot of people do that. A lot. And the thing with Asian session, it's really good. Okay, it's not that really good. It's alright like for Nasdaq, but with gold it's even better. So if I were you and I traded Asia, I would look at like, Nasdaq and then gold, and you'd get decent moves with gold. Yeah, like with gold you get a lot of volume. And honestly with gold, okay, wow, that looks horrible. With gold, the thing is you don't need a crazy amount of volume to make a lot of money because your contracts are so different. For example, if you trade on gold with one full contract, you need a small move to make like $2,000 or $1,000 or even $500. Like you need a very tiny move on gold if you're trading one contract. So yeah, if I were you, I would pick one session that you could trade comfortably and just stick to it and trade every day. But if you're gonna trade Asia session, like make sure what you do is consistent. That way you get good at it. It's like a sport, right? Like when you look at athletes, they don't play 4 sports. They play one. And they do that consistently and they get good at it. That's what I think about trading. If you do the same shit every day, like you're gonna learn from your mistakes. And you're gonna get better at it over time. Over time. That's a big one. And with trading as well, like you need to remain a student to your own trading. Once you learn the basics and you learn the strategy, stick to the strategy. You're gonna get in losing streaks. That's just how it is. But learn from them. That's the main thing. Learn from your losing streaks. And like don't hop strategies. Every time you switch strategies, you're starting from zero because you don't have data on it. You could have someone else's data, but they don't have your emotions, right? You could practice an 80% win rate strategy, but with you trading it, it might not be 80%, right? It might be like 60, 70%, or even 90, who knows, right? But you won't know until you track the data yourself. So that's why I always like don't strategy hop. Just stick to one thing, track data on it. Think about it long term. Which sucks sometimes. Like today. Thinking long term sucks, but you just have to do it. But alright, it's been almost an hour into the same. What am I saying? Sorry, I'm reading an email. It's been an hour into this market open. I think it was a really good day. I could not get a win. Like what? It's alright though. It happens. I'm not here streaming to show you I'm perfect. I'm just showing you the journey and how it is. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. We have 2 more days out of the week. Let's see. Where is it? This one. I want to see if there's any more high impact news. Thursday. Oh, wow. Okay. Thursday, we got a bunch of 8:30 news. So if you trade there at 8:30 Eastern, be careful. There's going to be a spike. We have 10 a.m. high impact news and 10:30 high impact news. So that's good to know. Okay, cool. Well, alright. I'll see you guys tomorrow then. And I don't know. Don't be on the charts all day. It's not good for you.